So action steps. Action steps in the book are ways that the author uses to integrate what he's talking about in his book and how you can use it in your own classroom. So, for example, he says in chapter 7, which is about getting off to a great start, to emphasize classroom management for the first few days. And what that means is to let your students know for the first few days and just like walk through it what your management style is, what your expectations for them are in the classroom, and the rules that you have set for them. And just going over that for the first few days, just to make sure that your students know what your expectations are, and based off of research, they should understand and know what it is by the 6th day of school. So, have fun.
Hi. So, programs are talked about in every single chapter in this book, and each chapter has its own program that fits it the best. The program, however, that is mentioned the most and can be used in pretty much every topic that the author talks about is COMP, and that is Classroom Organization and Management Program. This program helps teach teachers and administration on how to use rules and procedures, how to use how to organize the classroom, how to develop student accountability, and how to get off to a great start. There's many more things. It has 7 modules in total, but this program has increased student accountability and achievement. It has decreased student disruptions in the classroom. And throughout the book, it is talked about pretty often. And so, yeah, see you later. Hi, it's research time. So, the entire book is actually talking about research. The entire book is research based. The subtitle is Research Based Strategies for Every Teacher. Now, this research isn't just Marzano scrolling through Google, seeing something that relates to the topic, and hoping that it works. This is meta analysis research. Meta analysis research, as defined by Robert Marzano, is a technique to quantitatively combining results from multiple studies. Basically, what that means is taking your research A, your research B, and your research C data points and combining them to make one graph, one chart, one whatever you're making. And that is what the entire book is doing. Good morning, class. So today we're going to be talking about the 3 rules that I have for you. The first rule is listening. That is listening to me and listening to each other when they're speaking. The second rule is respect. That is no touching other people's stuff unless they tell you can touch it. Okay? The third rule is keeping your hands to yourself. We don't want to go touchy on other people. And you ask before you touch somebody. Okay? Now, I'm going to let y'all talk about these rules. And if you want to add anything, if you want to take away anything, or if you just want to add a rule, you're going to have to explain why. So basically, what I just demonstrated was one of the ways Robert Marzano, talked about how to integrate rules and procedures into the classroom. And rules and procedures are very important. The way that he gives is what I just demonstrated, obviously, but students need to be able to be a part of the rules and procedures in your class. They're more likely to follow your rules if you let them make changes to them within boundaries. But at the end of the day, remember that you are the teacher and you do get the final say in what the rules are for your class that you believe will be the safest option for both you and the students. Have a wonderful day. Tina? Tina? Tina?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Hi. Thank you, Christina. So, student responsibility. When the students are given something to do, it's their responsibility to do it naturally. And in making your rules and making everything that you need to do, if students don't take responsibility for either disrespecting your rules and taking the consequences, or not doing their schoolwork and then taking the consequences, they're not going to get far in life. So you need to teach them how to take responsibility for their actions while still be giving them grace and understanding why they didn't do it or why they did do what they did. So yeah, that's student responsibility, and it's talked about throughout the book, especially during the rules and procedures. Hey, so this book was wonderful. I actually enjoyed reading it for knowledge. You can see like all the sticky notes or something like I got from the book and like useful tips that the author gives. I would recommend using it because reading it because I didn't talk about everything that could have been talked about in this video, mainly because I didn't have enough time. But it is a great book. Everything in it is most likely going to use because of how much research was put into it. And yeah, that's my thoughts. Have a wonderful day.